Hi, I'm Susan. Thank you for joining me tonight for Christina Phipps Chair Yoga at the Hope Lodge. I hope you enjoy tonight's class. I'm just going to provide suggestions for you to help you relax and maybe bring a little more rest to your body as we go through this yoga class. Pay attention to what your body is telling you and listen to that so that you know what to do. First thing that we're going to do is go ahead and find our seat in a nice, steady, strong chair. You'll notice I don't have wheels on my chair. Sit forward on your seat as far as you're comfortable. I always want you to feel supported and safe in your chair. We're going to press our feet down into the ground so that we're feeling tension in our legs and up into our core. Lift your spine long, shoulders broad, your head reaching towards the ceiling. Go ahead and place your right hand on your chest, your left hand on your belly. Let's just pause here for a moment, just noticing the breath as it comes and leaves the body. And see if you have any place that's really holding tension that we might want to work on today. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, feel your left hand rise as you're bringing the air deep into your lungs. And then your chest rises last. On the exhale, your chest will fall first and bring your belly button in towards your spine to really press the air out of your lungs so that we're emptying all the air that we've got. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more times, just like that. Go ahead and let your hands rest in your lap. Nod your head. No, moving your head from side to side. Maybe with each movement, your gaze goes back a little further behind your shoulder. Now turn your head to the one side. I'm turning to the left and hold it. Take a deep breath and exhale. Come center. Turn your head to the opposite side now and hold it. I'm facing the right, my right shoulder. Come back center. Go to your first side. Come center. Go to your second side. Come center. One more time. I'm going to my left. Come center. Last time to the right side. Bring your head center. Now take your chin towards your chest. You should feel a stretch in the back of your neck. Lift your head, lift your gaze But don't tilt your head back any further so that your gaze is looking at where the ceiling and the wall come together. I don't want you to tip your head back further than that. Bring your chin to your chest. You can either look at your hands in your lap or direct your gaze towards the floor. Deep breath, inhale and exhale. Lift your head up, taking your gaze to where the ceiling and the wall come together. Deep breath. Take your gaze downward towards your lap or the floor, whichever is most comfortable for your eyes to look at. Last time, lift your head up, gaze directed towards where the wall and the ceiling come together, and come center. Take your right ear towards your right shoulder. Doesn't matter which side you do, we'll get both sides covered. And to extend the stretch, take your opposite arm, pressing your fingertips out towards the floor. If you want to extend the stretch even further, you can make a fist. You might find enough of a stretch here with the fist. Or if you want more of a stretch, bend your wrist, taking your hand towards your wrist. And you can either flex your wrist or hold it in this position. Release that. Come center. And now we'll take our opposite ear to the opposite shoulder. You can extend the stretch, bringing your arm out. Just opening your fingers wide like jazz hands and pointing them towards the floor might be enough of a stretch for you. But if you want a deeper stretch, you can make that fist. That's stage 2. If you want to take a deeper stretch even for stage 3, you can flex your wrist, your hand towards your wrist. Hold it here or bring movement to your wrist. Release that and we'll come back to the first side. Ear to shoulder on the right side. That was my first side. Extend your opposite arm and do whatever you want to do. Jazz hands could be fine. Even just rotating your arm from the shoulder while you're flexing your fingers. That could be a good stretch. Come back center. I'm taking my left ear to my left shoulder, extending my right arm. And just rotating my arm from the shoulder. A forward rotation. Rotating my palm so it's facing backwards, thumb pointing down. Rotating my arm from the shoulder, thumb pointing up, palm facing forwards. And one more time. And come back. One more side stretch. Ear towards shoulder. Stretching your hand long. Doing whatever feels right for you. We've had many options that we've covered here. One of those is going to feel right and is going to feel good in your body today. That's what we want to do. Come back center. I'm taking my left ear towards my left shoulder, extending my right arm. You do whatever feels right for you. And then come back center. Take your dominant hand, press it into your forehead, pressing your forehead back into your hand. So both your forehead and hand are pressing into each other. We're working on strengthening the muscles in the back of our neck. Release that. Then take your hand, press it behind your head, press your head into your hand and your hand into your head. Notice, take your elbow out as far as you can to the side. And since this turned out to be a nice shoulder stretch, we're going to do this with both hands. So release the first hand. That was your dominant hand. And then take your non-dominant hand, press it back. So notice your elbow is pressing back. So it's in a straight line with your shoulder. And continue to press your head into your hand into your head, working on strengthening our back neck muscles. Release that. You probably would have noticed a difference between the sides because one is our dominant side and one is our non-dominant side. So that probably felt very different from side to side. So go ahead and take one hand and press it to the side of your head, pressing your head into your hand into your head. Now we're working on strengthening the muscles on the opposite side of our neck. Think about lifting your shoulder back as far as you can. Taking your elbow straight out from the shoulder if you can do that. And release that. And we'll come to the other side. Elbow in line with your shoulder, pressing your head into your hand and your hand into your head, working on strengthening this side of our shoulder, our neck. Release that. Go ahead and interlace your fingers. Press your hands. Bring your hands up to your forehead. Press them into your hands. This time we're leaning a little bit forward, if that's comfortable for you. Then take your hands behind your head. See how comfortable that is. And press your head into your hands into your head, supporting the back of your head by cradling it in your interlaced fingers. Go ahead and release any tension that you're having here and just let your interlaced fingers support your head. Remember, don't take your gaze higher than where the wall and the ceiling come together, but just notice this stretch of not having to support your head. And release that. We've done a lot of shoulder work already. So go ahead and shake out your hands and your arms. Maybe swing them from side to side. Place your hands on your shoulders and we're going to draw circles. It can be large circles or small circles, whatever you feel like drawing. But as you do that, notice your shoulder blades. As we go down and up, our shoulder blades are going to be moving down. The shoulder blades come towards each other and up, come away from each other. Just notice that feeling of your shoulder blades moving. Really exaggerate the circles if you need to notice what your shoulder blades are doing. And then reverse direction. Shoulder blades together, shoulder blades apart, together, and apart. And now go ahead and lift one shoulder blade or one elbow so that it's reaching up and the other's reaching down. And now we're going to swim our shoulders, trying not to move from your waist or below. Your shoulders are going to rotate, but let's try and keep the rest of our body still. Pressing your feet down into the ground will help support your legs and keep them from moving. And then reverse direction. And then bring your hands down towards your lap. If you like, shake out your arms. And now we're going to work on a flow from side to side. Lift one arm, a side bending towards the side of your chair. Just feel that stretch in the long side of your body. And move with your breath, or however feels comfortable for you, from side to side. You can direct your gaze under your arm or look down at the floor, whichever is most comfortable for you and your neck. And if you like, you can bring a little bit of a twist into it, bringing your left shoulder, when your left arm is down, your left shoulder will come forward and your top shoulder will kind of reach back a little bit. And once again, you're doing this to however your body feels comfortable. And come back center. And now we're going to twist. Place your left hand on the outside of your right thigh. Your right hand can go on the arm of your chair if you have one, the side of your chair, or the back of your chair. And bring your gaze around to look over your right shoulder. And breathe. Exhale and come center. And now we'll twist to the opposite side. Right arm to the outside of your left leg. Your left arm can go down to the chair, the arm of the chair, the back of the chair, wherever it's comfortable for you. Your gaze can look over your left shoulder. Come center. And we're going to twist again towards our first side. As we do each twist, you might find that your twist deepens, or it may not. That's fine. Whatever your body is doing today, we want to honor that. Direct your gaze over your right shoulder. If that's not comfortable, you can just look down at the ground. And come center. We'll go again to the second side. I'm placing my right hand on the outside of my left leg and twisting. Keep your feet pressed into the ground, your legs activated, so that the muscles in your legs and your core are activated. One more time. I'm going to the right side. Left hand on the outside of my right leg. Come back center. One more time to the left. Come back center. Leave your right hand on your left knee. Bring your left hand over towards your right knee. So now your arms are crossed, legs strong, activated, pressing into the ground. Your right arm should be the bottom arm. Go ahead and lift that up. Direct your gaze to follow your fingertips as far as it's comfortable for you. And now bring that arm so that it's on top. Our left arm is now on the bottom. We're going to lift that, your gaze following your fingertips, and just move with your breath or however is comfortable. Lifting the bottom arm, reaching up, gaze following your fingertips, and then braiding your arms one after the other so that we're getting a nice twist in our core. Do that a couple more times. Moving from side to side. Lifting up the bottom arm, reaching back as far as what's comfortable. One more time on each side. And then come center. Go ahead and shake out. A lot of work for our arms, our shoulders. If you like, go ahead and rotate your arms. Just start off with your palms facing forward, your thumbs reaching out away from your body. And then just rotate so that your thumbs are in and out. And as we're doing that, you can lift your arms. You come to shoulder height and just twist from your upper arms. And if it's comfortable, you can continue lifting your arms. Keeping that twist. Forward, reverse, forward, reverse. And then bring your arms back down. There, good job. I'm picking up my right leg, bringing it in towards my chest, squeezing it into my chest, and then release that. Left leg follows. This might help release any tension that we might have built up in our lower back. Go ahead and repeat that 2 more times. Just squeezing in. Lifting one knee up towards your chest. Squeezing it in. Good job. So let's interlace your fingers. I'm placing my fingers underneath my right leg so that it's supporting my knee, and I'm going to lift my leg up. My hands are doing the work of the lifting. My leg isn't lifting itself. My leg is just dead weight that my arms are picking up. We want to go ahead and rotate our leg from the hip joint, just working on the range of motion that we've got in our hip joint with whatever works in the chair that you're sitting on. And then reverse direction. Let's go ahead and come center. And now let's bring movement to our knee by bringing our foot up and back down. Not all the way to the ground, but lifting your foot up and down, up and down. One more time. And then point and flex your foot so that now we're moving the ankle. Any of these movements might cause snap, crackle, and pops. That's okay, as long as it doesn't hurt. Reverse direction of your ankle. And wiggle your toes. And then put that foot down. And we're going to move to the other leg. Interlace the fingers underneath your left leg. Lift your arms are lifting your leg so that we can rotate the leg from the hip bone. And then reverse direction. Then come center. And let's flex our leg, moving the knee from side to side. Oh, excuse me, back and forth. Your knee does not move from side to side. The knee only moves in one direction. And then move to the ankle. First of all, we'll start with flexing our foot. So up and down with the foot. And then start bringing circles to your toes because your ankle does rotate. Reverse direction. And then place your foot back down. Pressing your feet into the floor. We're coming once again to our seated tree pose where we started off. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. This is a good habit to get into just anytime during the day. If you notice your shoulders are creeping up towards your ears for whatever reason, just stop and take a moment and release any tension that you're holding so that your shoulders pull away from your ears. Rotate your head from side to side. Maybe does it feel a little less tight than when we started? I sure hope so. Let's go ahead. I'm going to move my chair to the side. You can leave yours the direction that you were. I want you to be able to see what my back is doing. So pressing my hands into my knees, looking down towards the floor to where my toes are, rounding my back. This is a cat pose. Go ahead and flow into our cow pose. Pull your arms up closer to your body. Lift your gaze. Remember, don't take your gaze higher than where the ceiling and the wall come together. Broad shoulders, lifting your chest, and you'll notice a curve in my back. This is cow pose. So we can move between these two poses. Just bringing some movement to our spine. One more time for each pose. Cow and cat. And come back center. No need for you to move your chair. Come back to your seated tree pose, getting nice and strong, pressing your feet into the ground. Heel toe your feet out to the side so that your knees pointing in the same direction as your toes. Lift your spine up tall, nice tall spine. Bring your arms up into cactus arms if that's comfortable for you. Otherwise, you can just bring your arms to wherever it's comfortable. But if you can come all the way up to cactus arms, do that. And then bring your arms together. So we're pressing our legs, our feet into the ground, bringing our arms out to the side, together, out, and together. Bring your arms so they're coming straight out from your shoulder blades or from your shoulders, and together. And relax that. Heel toe your feet back together. Now we're going to do a little bit of standing balance work. So go ahead and come out of your seat. And I'm going to, you move around to the back of your chair so that you've got your chair or otherwise a wall or something that you can use for support. You can use your whole hands on the chair, both hands, one hand, your fingertips, just one fingertip. Just know that the chair is there for your support so that you feel strong and supported. I'm going to come to the front of my chair so that you can see what I'm doing. Now we're going to come into standing tree. So our feet are going to be grounding, pressing into the floor, grounding us into the ground. Let me back up just a little bit. Get strong in your right leg. Come to the toes of your left. And then go ahead and lift your left leg up off the ground. As soon as your toes have cleared the ground, you're in a balancing pose. Go ahead and use your hands wherever you need to, whether it's on the chair, a wall, another piece of furniture, or just holding them off to your side to help keep your balance. And release that. Walk out your legs. And now we're going to get strong with our left leg, pressing our left foot into the floor. Come to the toe of your right foot. Now, another way that we can help keep our balance when we lift our foot up off the floor. Remember, we're in our balance pose as soon as our toes clear the floor. The next step that we want to do after we're using our arms is to find a place to direct our gaze that isn't going to move. So looking at me would not be your best option because I do have some small movements. But find someplace on the floor, someplace on the wall, maybe your computer or however you're watching this. Stare at a letter on your keyboard. Just direct your gaze at that spot. Try not to lose your drishti as we move to the other side. Getting strong in your right leg again. Keeping your drishti. Lift your left foot off the floor. And then the last tip that I can give you for helping you balance is embrace the wobble. Know that you're going to wobble a little bit. That's actually is your body trying to help you balance. Don't fight it. Release that. One more time, get strong in your left foot. Come to the toe of your right foot. Lift your foot off the floor. And now using your arms however you need to, resting on the chair, resting on the wall. Just using your arms for counterbalance, finding your drishti, and embracing your wobble. I hope that's improved your balance a little bit today. So go ahead and take your seat again. Sit back in your chair this time. Thoroughly rest back into the back of your chair. Pressing your back into the chair, relaxing your legs. Go ahead and bring movement to your arms, your legs, your head, and then stillness. Rest your feet on the floor, your arms wherever it's comfortable, the arms of your chair, your lap. And if you're comfortable, you can close your eyes, direct your gaze downward as we prepare for a full body scan. Move your toes, your feet, your ankles, and then rest them on the floor. Intentionally release your toes, your ankles. Just let them relax. Feel the relaxation come up your legs, from your shins to your thighs, your lower back. Maybe press a little deeply, a little firmly into the chair. Relax your shoulder blades. Feel your shoulders releasing away from your ears. Relax your upper arms. Relax your forearms. Wiggle your fingers. Then rest up in your lap. Your shoulders relax away from your ears. Relax your jaw. Let your tongue rest on the bottom of your mouth. Relax your brow. Either your eyes closed or your gaze directed down, whichever is most comfortable for you. Just pay attention to your breath. Don't try and change your breath. Just notice it coming in and out of your body. If your mind brings you a thought, just say, I see you, and release it and return back to your breath. Slowly and in your time, come back to the space with your eyes closed or your gaze downward. Bring movement to your toes, your fingers, your legs, your arms. Slowly open your eyes. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. Thank you for practicing with me.